I'm going to install this AP Products Thin Shade onto my 2018 Starcraft Satellite travel trailer, 16K Satellite 16KS, and there it is, into the door. And I took the template off the back of it, and I'm going to measure so that it's equal, so it's centered in the window, and then whatever the gap is on the left and on the right, I'm going to put that same gap up here on the top and figure that's where it should go, unless it looks funny down here by the handle, which looks like it might. I might have to rethink that. We'll see. I'll tape it up and then look at how much the flange overhangs and then decide. There we go. Starting now. I held this template over to see how far it overhangs. And holy smokes, it's like a 1/4 of an inch is all around, which is kind of scary. Maybe I'll put this over. What you can see, I mean, there's not a large margin for air there all around. Anyway, so I think it'll be fine if I make the gap the same on the sides as on the top, based on the template, the hole compared to the flange of the window. I've done the measurements. This template's 15 inches wide. The RV door is 21 3/4 inches to the inside edges of the frame. I leave 6 3/4 inches the difference. Divide that by 2 to have equal space on each side, and I get 3 3/8 inches gap on each side. So I marked, oh man, that's really hard to see. Just a little dot at 3 3/8, and then a dot at 3 3/8, another one this side and this side. Hopefully those will all line up, and I don't care on the bottom because that's going to come out where it comes out. Put this up here, line up the sides, and that should be about where it's going to be, just like that. Kind of close to the door handle, but I think that's okay. And maybe a skosh. I think I'm going to move it up an inch or so to make it a little further away from that handle. Okay, here's the deal. Template's 24 top to bottom. RV top of the trim to the top of the door handle trim is 29, 5-inch difference, 2.5 from top. I'm gonna go 2.5 from the top instead of 3 3/8 like I was gonna do. I think it's gonna look better. I'm gonna tape it up and see what it looks like under the watchful eye of my dog. Okay, there's the template taped on. I think that looks good. I think I like the bigger gap to the door handle trim. I think it'll look right when it's on. Okay, template's drawn on the window. Now to figure out how I'm going to cut the opening out. I might drill through it to see what it drills like on the other side is what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about roughing up the aluminum on the inside of the door when I cut with the jigsaw. Well, maybe I got a different blade, but we'll see. I'm going to do some blade checks, see what I have, and also see what, if I pop a hole in the center maybe, what does the aluminum do on the back side? The test cut, I drilled a hole, and then I ran a jigsaw in there, and I used a countertop bit, or drill bit, I don't know, or not drill bit, I'm sorry, a saw. That was for laminate. And it's a down cut, so it cuts on the way down, which did push a little edge up, but not terrible. It's like it's all on one side too. So I should follow it around that way. Go up and around like that. Okay. I cut the opening and I did it from the front, which I think was right. A good thing to do. And you can see I cut to the inside of my line because it was like a male template, so the inside of the line was the actual size of the template, so you can see the line all the way around. And that seemed to work really well. But the jigsaw, you can almost kind of see it here, how it looks like the blade around the turn went in this way a little bit. So I came around, and this is not aluminum like I had said earlier, it's actually just plastic. So I just trimmed that plastic on the corners. You can see like around all four corners it wanted to wander in a little bit. And then now the trim piece, let's see, this trim piece now fits in perfectly. Before it didn't want to seat flat against the trim or the door. But now it does. So, and I already checked it in the front and that works too. So I'm going to start putting the window in. Okay, I'm going to put the shade in. Make sure that the lever side is facing down. If your window frame is down, facing down like that, because it's inside the camper. You want to be able to grab it. Get rid of the dog hair. Okay. And then the bottom. Oh crap. I need two hands again to do this, to get rid of the bottom in. Or maybe I'll put my knee on the bottom. There we go. And put it in the top. So there's the top end. Bottom's in. And then this, well, the bottom pops out, but then you can see this goes in like that. And then you have a nice window. And this one, the window is already sealed to the frame, which is nice, so it won't fall out. So I'm gonna put it in now. Okay, there it is, all done. And I ended up, to cut the opening, I used a DeWalt precision cut for blade that was for laminate. I'll show you that here maybe. Okay, I used that. And I think you got the dimensions that I used earlier, but I'm very happy with it. When I go inside and try to look in through the glass, when my wife and son went in there, you could not make out that anyone was in there, but the back window was open so I could see like their shadow, their silhouette kind of, and because the back window was open I could see light. They broke up the light, but I couldn't see any face recognition or body recognition at all. It's a little darker than the standard windows, which I can kind of see. Okay. I don't know, it's shaded, but oh yeah, you can see through there. Anyway, I'm very happy with it. Wife's happy with it, so I think we're good. That's it. Thanks for watching.